Good morning. I am a bit exhausted. It has been a long week, as you guys may have known. I've taken a little bit of a social media break, a little bit. Posting about all the biter stuff, just to resettle my brain, let all the vulnerability hangover dissipate a little bit. But I'm going to go back in and take a peek at comments and reply to people. And I know most people are super supportive, and I really appreciate that. And I know some people are saying that I didn't owe any sort of apology for where things are with the biters, because a lot of it was out of my control. But being a business, there's also that accountability component, and I want you guys to know that I take that part seriously. On that note, I'll have a little bit of studio updates for you guys. I'll wait a little bit for people to trickle in, because I know I started a little bit late. But there's some exciting stuff, and there's some my brain doesn't work stuff. Not a lot of progress on some things, but progress on other things, you know how it goes. But yeah, that's fun. All right. We have people already in the chat, even though I am late. Good morning, Cindy. How's it going? Hi, Teresa. Hola. ¿Cómo está? Lisa. Good morning. How's it going? Yeah, so I didn't actually get a lot in the mail other than bills, but there has been a lot of stuff going on in the studio, which is cool. I will tell you about something else a little bit later too, so we'll see how that goes. I did want to say that Briar has been doing some really cool stuff. I've never been one to be super interested in their vintage club before, but they did something. Well, let me show you. You guys have probably already seen it before, but I'd like double geeked out, so hold on, I'll swap it. That one? So this is Kirk, and he's cool because he's a LED night light that won't catch on fire or melt, which is awesome. And an official light from Briar, which is cool. He's part of the vintage club, and he looks kind of like the sky, which got me really excited. He's all appy spotted, which got me excited, and his name is Kirk, like Star Trek Kirk. I'm half tempted by that. And I've never been really a super big vintage club person, but yeah, super excited by the fact that all the things. He's Appaloosa, he's got a geeky name, he's a light, he looks like space. It's like the quadrifecta? Is that a thing? I don't know. I think he's cute. But hopefully you guys don't mind me showing that, because it's cool. So he would be they've done Stablemate Club with the Mink piece. They did the Premier Club with Tiger Lily and Firestorm. And then I imagine we'll be getting more peaks. They said next week we should be getting the Celebration Horse, which is, well, not getting it, but like getting pictures of it, or they're going to tell us what the Celebration Horse is. I have fingers and toes and everything I've got crossed for Endo. I think a younger version of Endo would be very, very cool. And we'll see how that goes. They said that we're going to need Kleenex and tissues, so that'll be fun. I'm already going to need it because it's going to be an overwhelming everything for me, but I will be, pending any sort of crazy friggin' worldwide pandemic, I will be there. Oi, you never know these days, right? You never know. So yeah, that'll be super cool. And then they did bring out, a Fireheart hoodie, which is not yet available, but it looks like the price is reasonable when I pulled it up on, let's see if I go here. $39.95 it looks like the price is going to be, which is actually reasonably cheap for the hoodie. And then there's a Bristol hoodie too, which is kind of cool. So they're suckering me into somehow spending more money. I don't understand. And then they decided, because I was like, oh, I love the towel. They're probably never going to make a t-shirt, so I had to buy the towel. Now they made a t-shirt. And it's $29.99. So I will be buying a Fireheart t-shirt. And I don't know what's on the sleeve, but it looks like there might be something on the sleeve, or maybe that's just a glitch in the Matrix. But yeah, I'm excited. And it's black, so I'm not going to wreck it in the studio as bad as I would wreck white. So, bonus. All right. Let's go back to the comments, because I see we have more people. We have Amy. Good morning, Amy. How's it going? Katie, good morning. It's a Geronimo. I know, he's so cute. I have a turbo Geronimo. He's over on my mantle. And he has the same stink eye, which is the best. Christina, good morning, Christina. It is now, you said it. Amy says, Briar is killing it again this year and this next year already. Yes, they are already doing really well, which is cool. And then I saw as I was coming in that Mink is doing Hillingar, her little unicorn guy with the really, really long horn, in micro and venti scale. I guess casting with the micros are going through Jen with Aspen Leaf, and because she's got the giant Form 3. So I have the little guys. I have 2 Form 3s, and she's got the Form 3L, which is like 3 of those printers almost. I think the print volume a little bit more than 2, so not quite 3, but it's pretty big. It can do full traditionals, which is why it's making it easier for everybody to shrink stuff. Yeah, so she's doing that through them. She just sent out the email, I think this morning or yesterday. So if you like that unicorn, that would be a place to go check out. I don't know if they're open editions. I didn't got a chance to read it. I just saw it pop up and then carried on. The horn in micro scale, it was kind of fragile in traditional scale. So we'll see how that translates over. And then the ventis are being done by Red Shed Resins. So yeah, Mink's got like 500 editions on the go right now. Marcia, good morning. Jody, good morning. Andrea, good morning. You guys are awesome. Yeah, so bit of a vulnerability hangover. There's a lot going on. So I'd posted my apology and kind of an explanation for things going on in the studio, and the intent is doing the best with what I've got at this point, and then moving forward and making changes to how the studio is going to run going forward that will make it easier on me for my mental health and being, as well as on any of my customers. It should make it easier, because I know things are kind of shifting over to the other way where everybody has a really long wait time, and you're either sitting waiting for an invoice, or you've paid your money and you're waiting for it to ship for quite a while. So switching things over, and things are fluid, obviously. So as we go along, I'm learning and absorbing information and seeing what works best and what doesn't work, and then we'll go from there and see how things work out. If I do something like this and it doesn't work out well, then we'll change things around going forward. And just make shifts, because the market always changes. What everybody wants changes. Some people, trying not to do the whole trying to please everybody thing, but I'm trying to please the majority of people, while incorporating the very important component of my sanity into the mix, because I don't do well with waiting, and sitting on funds waiting to ship things out. It just stresses the bananas out of me, so much that I made banana bread yesterday. And so I can't make ponies if I'm not functioning. So there's that. I didn't finish Tater to the point of doing a mold. I got a little derailed last week, but he's still here. He's still cute. He's still coming. And he says hi. With his little saddle on. He's so close. I love this. I hate the last polishing stages where you got to kind of do the last little bits, but it's so rewarding Because then you see, like, oh, he's got, like, doesn't have any of the roughness that he had when he was younger. He's smoothed out. He's got a little bit of roughness still on his bum, but I'll fix that. I'm excited. I think you guys are going to like him. He's going to be fun. He reminds me of Turbo a little bit. So, there's that. And eventually one day I have the other Turbo that I did with Lynn Fraley when I was down there. And he's the standing one with his head turned, and he's very cute. It's a little bit of an idealized Turbo, because Turbo's kind of maybe a little bit more chunky, maybe a little shorter. But it's okay. Yeah, what do we got going on? Andrew's saying anyone else excited about Stone's Midnight Madness live stream this afternoon. Probably won't buy anything, but I enjoy the live stream. I don't think I've ever done the Midnight Madness live stream. Maybe I should take a peek if I can this afternoon, because they have lots of cool stuff. I've been seeing all their Halloween themes that things come out, and it's pretty neat. And it's neat to see My Boy in the mix and what they've been doing with them customizing wise and with colors and things. It's really cool. I like that they're showing off his other eye now, because I think that was a bit of a surprise to people, as they didn't realize that hiding under that one forelock. Yeah, super fun. Thanks, Ari. Appreciate that. Laura Rocksmith, hello. Yeah, don't feed the trolls. Yes, I'm not trying to feed the trolls. I know that there's always going to be people that will complain, and in certain circumstances, there's definitely people that you run into in the hobby that have maybe a little bit more of a challenge in dealing with humans in not like a positive way. We get some scammers, we get people that are just jerks to be jerks or to throw their weight around and force things. So instead of being open and upfront about saying, you know, things are maybe financially tight, I would like a refund, they decide to blow things up online and then tell everybody that people that were trying to support me were telling them that they should get cancer and die. So yeah, and when you do that, you basically, or fight people in the comments, the whole thing, you've basically just invalidated your whole argument. Not that there isn't valid points within it, but behavior like that now makes the person who posted it look bad. Like, and people don't think that way because they've taken it to an extreme, they feel weird about it, and then they try and defend it and blow it up because their intent in the first place was maybe not in the right place. So, yeah, my husband likes to talk about the 4 absolutes, which is honesty. You want to make decisions that are kind of pure and aligned. You want to make decisions that are loving and unselfish. So if you can check all 4 of those boxes, because of the 4 absolutes, then whatever you're doing, or the decision you're making, or how you're proceeding with those 4 things aligned, you pretty much can't go wrong. Because you're like, authenticity and integrity is all aligned, and it's good to go. Because you can do things with 3 of those boxes checked, and then maybe you're being selfish in a way that's not good, then it can throw the whole thing off, or you're being dishonest. So everything else is fine, but there's a dishonesty component, and then that alignment's off, and you know what happens when you mess with the universe. So yeah, hi Haley, good morning. Yep. I'm so close to the end of these. And like I said, I'll probably, I've had people in the comments ask about the mini already, which I did kind of address in the video, but I know the video was 17 minutes long and a little bit long. But I will maybe reach out to a few contacts and we'll see what we're doing with that, because probably won't be cast here because I will cry. And I know you guys really want her, and I really want her to go with Little Bucker, but I won't be able to do it here. That is probably a non-negotiable. I have pony PTSD now. And I still really, like, she's such a cool sculpture, and it hasn't changed the, like, the vibe behind her. I made her feisty. I knew she was going to fight. I just didn't realize she was going to fight this hard. And I'm working hard on each piece to make sure they're the best they can be as they go out the door. And hopefully that translates to all of you guys loving her. Because so far it's been really good. And then we will do less complicated things for a while that don't bite and chomp and, yeah, fight the whole time. So that's the thing. But I have lots and lots and lots of ponies in my head that want out. So we're kind of getting to the point where they're like squeezing out my ears and coming out my nose. If you see a little hoof stick out, then yeah, it's like brain overload with ponies. Let us see. Price point for Tater. I don't have a price point for Tater. I want him to be on the lower side comparatively to Biter because it's a way less complicated, way smaller mold. And he is going to be limited, but we're going to see what we can do. I got to get him in a mold, check a few castings to make sure that things are going to go good before anything gets released. So there's still probably going to be a little bit of time before I put those first castings out. And I might end up doing time payments first, but I want all of that info aligned. So not yet, but probably less than Biter was. So Biter with a base was, I think, $470. And then people that are in the club will get a discount and early access, and yeah, we'll work something out. But yeah, less than Biter. So, I hope they get flat tires and no spare. Wishing bad things on other people tends to backfire, so be very careful. I know you guys are super protective and wonderful and that, but be careful. Anytime that I've been like, that person, I hope they trip on it, whatever, that it doesn't end well. It usually backfires, and that's usually because the universe is like, you know better. Don't do that stuff. So it's like the golden rule: do unto people, even if they're jerks. You still got to be reasonably careful with how you operate. In my experience. So do you guys do you, but just don't attract negative juju you don't need for people who don't deserve it. There's a couple people that are causing shite and have been for a long time in my sphere that are within the model horse world, and it's very hard to try and operate out of a place of not stooping to their level. So I challenge you all to not stoop to that level and to be above it. Yeah. Woo. Halloween whilst I fluff our Christmas tree, says Katie. Yeah, we're more Christmas people than we are Halloween people. And the last few years, just with all the like crazy in the world, it's been really hard for me to fully embrace Halloween because it's going into like a really horror-y, creepy, gory, I don't know, maybe I'm just becoming a sensitive baby, but I'm really excited to see snowmen and reindeer, and yeah, so it's a thing. I get it. Don't feed the trolls, even if the troll is yourself. I agree. I have to work on that. I've been working on the negative voice thing in my head for a long time and thought I was doing really well, but I'm now seeing that there's definitely room for improvement. But being gentle with that requirement for improvement. Ari's saying we need another caster in the mix. Everyone's so busy and artist burnout is real. One in Canada would be amazing. I think, I don't think Brenda's here, but Brenda was working on maybe getting into casting up here. She's just in the middle of a move right now. So, and Brenda's Alberta, so that could be good. There's probably not a high likelihood that we'll pick up more of the casting in. Like I said, my husband went back to full-time, well, more than full-time work, where he is now. And I'm not the best at the molding casting part, and it's not my favorite thing. Like the Opes seem to like absolutely love it, and they can put out a lot, whereas my brain can't do that too much. I would rather make the ponies, and that's just, I don't know, everybody's got their thing. But we'll probably still, like my husband helps with some of the molding stuff and then the casting, so he's helping with getting the biters a little bit more caught up, so that we have all the castings till the end of the run, and I just need to go through and clean them all. But yeah, it is a thing. I'll probably still have the ones that I'm doing cast here for the most part, with the exception of probably mini biter. We'll see what else, but might need a bit of a break. See how it goes. Shari, hello. We have Julie. Hello, Julie. And Julie saying, yeah, karma can be gnarly. She can. Let's see. Ooh, we got snow yesterday is what Andrew is saying for winter Christmas. We got ours first snow last week and it stuck and it stayed and it's not going anywhere. It doesn't look like this week actually might get warm enough where it melts a little bit and then it'll come back. So we're in it. It's fun. I had to scrape ice off my windshield the other day. We do need more casters in general. It's a very interesting situation with MVS having shut things down, because you would think that with everybody being so busy that they would have been more busy. So I don't know what the component was there. I think they were having trouble with the scale that they're at, finding people to help, which totally makes sense. You're dealing with sculptures and you have to have somebody that's artistically minded enough to be able to clean them up properly. And yeah, it's a hard thing for sure. Like even with the studio here, it's challenging to try and find people that can help with like cleaning resins or any of that stuff, because there's so many components to it. So anyway, on really cool news though, all of your guys' Medallion Club boxes, pretty much all of them are ready to go out today, which I don't think it's ever happened before where they've been ready to go early. Because of the way the weekend lined up, I was able to, Chris and I were able to wrangle a couple of friends to get everything done early so that I could focus on the biters too, which was awesome. That's a lot of boxes to get ready, but we did it in fairly short order, which was really exciting. And then in the Medallion Club boxes for this month, the medallion's really cool, and I took the Halloween month and played with it a little bit. So your medallion's going to be a little bit more fun, which is kind of cool. I'll be posting peaks, and it'll be hard not to give it away. But I'll be posting peaks right away here, probably today, starting today, because these are going to start arriving really quick if they ship today. It'll take them a day or two to cross the border. And of course for international people, it's a little bit longer to get to you guys, but we will see what goes on. And then in the boxes for this round, there is also a contest. So keep your eyes peeled when you open them up, because I will be giving away some stuff and we'll have a little bit of fun with it. So should be cool. Katie's saying, I wish casting supplies were so dang expensive. Yes. Kelsey's saying Red Shed Resins has availability. Let's see. Ari couldn't cast and create. Yeah, lots of stuff going on. Kayla's saying, did I miss Tater in info? No Tater. Well, I showed Tater, but Tater is not in a mold yet, so I need to wait until we do a couple of castings. So Chris is going to help me work on the mold, and we'll do a couple castings to see how he comes out of the mold, and then at that point I can figure out what pricing is going to be. It's probably going to be under what Biter was. Less complicated, smaller mold, way less cleanup should be for him. And then, yeah, so if that gives you a ballpark, probably under 400. And then we'll see where we end up. Yeah, so when we buy resin, it's $800 to $1,000 for the big jugs of, like the big 5-gallon pails of resin to do medallions or horses. And in some cases, there's as much resin in one of the medallions as there is in one of the horses, like the full sculptures, the full traditional sculptures. It's pretty crazy. And it's just absolutely nutty how it all works. Our Rotocaster was like 10 grand to get here and to have. So it's not an easy setup. Our pressure pots are probably about $200 each. We have a giant tank, which was another, I think $1,000, $2,000, I think, maybe more. I can't remember. It's giant, so that we can do the 45 pounds of pressure consistently. And then we have a 4, I think, of the pressure pots. And then for silicone, we've been using Dragon Skin, and it's $1,800 for the 5-gallon jugs, and that doesn't actually make as many traditional molds as you would think. So it's very prohibitively expensive, and the whole mold making process is very hard to wrap your brain around to get good molds with good seam lines and make sure that your pressure, when you like stick everything together, doesn't cause things to shift, because if you're putting pressure down and there's angles, it can actually shift things and distort your horse because there's nothing in there originally and you're just pouring liquid into it. So yeah, there's like too many things to think about with molding and casting. So it definitely takes a certain kind of person. Let's see. Do anniversary medallions come with the monthly medallion or in a separate box? Coming up to my first anniversary. So the anniversary medallions, unless there's a delay, generally go inside the box. So with these guys, they're all in the boxes. There's been times in the past where I've had to delay, like last month, where I had to delay the anniversaries going out and they went out in a separate box, but then I generally communicate that so you know what to expect. Potatoes, yes. Kelsey saying, do you ever do a medallion for the Nan challenge? I think I submitted one once, but that was way back when I started medallions, and it was a long time ago, and I wasn't as good as I am now. So I might. We'll see how that goes. There's a lot going on in the studio, and I don't know if I will be able to submit for the contest, but I've had a few people request that I submit for the contest, so I'll see. I'll see what happens. It'd be pretty cool to see my stuff on all the Nan trophies. So, and they do it once every couple of years, so that'd be kind of cool to be in the mix somewhere, just to be, I don't know, put my fingers in all the things. Why not? I had the Nan t-shirt design, or one of them, last year, which is pretty cool. Teresa saying, way too complicated for my dumb bean. And then Laura saying, you're not dumb. You're not dumb, Teresa. My brain cells have a hard time with it too. They don't rub together fast enough to make the molding thing work half the time. I'm starting to get it. It's taken quite a few years of wrapping my brain around it, whereas Chris's brain wrapped around it a little bit more naturally because he's like a physics genius. That's how he can do all the truck stuff and all the stuff with his vehicle. He just understands all the physics and science behind it, and he's like stupid, crazy smart. But yeah, my brain's like, huh? If I put the thing here, then if I push there, will that go that? I don't know. I was good at science, but not physics science, because that's like math science. I was better at the biology part and the chemistry part. Balancing chemical equations is fun. Amy says, and air vents. You need to think about where the air bubbles might go and how to prevent them so you don't lose an ear or something. Yes. Or soft set. So soft setting would be taking a little bit of resin, mixing it up, and then putting it in areas that would normally get air bubbles. More for traditional horses, but you do it in pressure cast horses sometimes. And that will help prevent air bubbles in areas that you don't want to add sprues into. And you can't really add sprues and vents as easily or in the same way that you would in the pressure cast, because rotocast is a whole different beastie. And then there's the settings on the roto. It's all, yeah, crazy. Trying to convince them I'm really good at sentencing. Oh, it's hard. My husband can't talk half the time. His brain doesn't keep up, but like his mouth doesn't keep up with his brain. And then his brain's ADHD and it wanders off and goes in crazy directions. And he's like, I forgot what I was saying and I can't speak words. So we go together very well. It works out well. So yeah, I can't show you a peek on the stream of the club stuff yet, but I will post the club stuff soon, and then I will post the link on social media. I did want to show you these guys. I got these from Temu the other day. So they sent a blind bag, and I was all excited because it was a blind bag, and the blind bags came clear so you could see what was in them, which is kind of disappointing. But they came with little ice creams, which is kind of fun. And I ended up with the same, different color, but the same mold, which is fine. But they're super cute. They've been my mascot all week. Like, don't! And then the little orange one's tail broke off. Wah, wah. But I think I can glue it back on pretty easy. But they're so cute. Don't. I like them. They're like, my ice cream! It fell! Oh! It's one of those days! That's been, my mascot. They're so cute. So yeah, I guess on that note, I don't have updates. I was gonna post sales pieces last week. And then last week was a bit of a write-off. Because I have the Cyclone and the Bombus that are done and ready to find new homes. And they're kind of Halloween-y, so I wanted to get them out for Halloween-y time. So maybe I will try and get those out in the next couple of days to go up for offers or auction or something. Maybe I'll just put them on the Model Horse auction page, because then I don't have to monitor it and it's not my brain going ping, ping, ping. But it gets something out there into the ether, and then we will reassess for what Tater looks like, because I can hopefully get that started this week, and then we will go from there. Sorry, I keep... Deep breath. Like, I keep trying to do these things, and they just... So... but I've notified everybody for these biters, and so if you're in queue, removing those will ship probably this week, and then some of the R's, and if you're in R and you haven't received an email, don't fret. Like I said, I won't be shipping anything until I get an email confirmation of your address, and then R will, I'll change it on the website when we fully shipped all the Q, and then going into R. So, yay! And then ST, U, and then I think T is the last bigger batch, and then the ones after that are a little bit smaller, so then it should be really quick to the end. Only like 40 left. We can do this, people. It's happening. I'm gonna have the biggest freaking party, and it might just align up for Christmas and the New Year, and then I'll go into a coma for a while, and then I will see you on the flip side when I wake up. Zen mode, yeah, pretty much. Yeah, so it should be fun. To use Model Horse Place, in my opinion, better than Auction Place. Many of us were banned from the Model Horse auction for no real reason. Yeah, I wouldn't put it up on the auction page on Facebook if that's what you mean. Model Horse Place is the one that I meant, the online page, versus doing offers on Model Horse sales pages. It's kind of my thought process. Because Model Horse page or place, it's too many things. Model Horse Place can manage all the things behind the scenes, send you guys emails on time, and do all that stuff without me needing to be in there replying to everybody, which is kind of nice. So that should make it a little bit easier for you guys. Yeah, so look at me finishing those biters. We're doing it. We'll get them all out, and we'll get them all sent, and then we will not speak of it for a while while I recover. But I will leave you guys with this. So, beheading things can be cathartic. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. And betailing things can be cathartic. So I'll leave you guys with that before I post any more stuff. You don't get to see the rest yet. But yeah, we rip things apart. And going to Briarfest will be my prize for getting them done, yes. So, if I get more information on any of this stuff, I will post it. But we might just update in the next stream next Sunday and go from there. Hopefully that'll mean we are into massive progress and winning all the things. And we can do that first rule of Biter Club. We don't talk about Biter Club. Katie, you win. Yes. I know I need to watch Fight Club in the background while I do stuff. So if you're in the Medallion Club, you'll probably be getting an email today or tomorrow with all your tracking information, and those boxes will come quickly. And I will post more information on the contest on the page once the boxes start arriving. It'll probably there's on your note inside of your box, it'll have a web address that will give you more information on that particular piece as well as the contest, because normal humans don't get to see that just yet. So, yeah. And I won't tell you what it is because you won't know unless you're in the club. Ha ha ha. And then for those of you that are international, you will get information in your email about what that is, because I know you guys are a little bit delayed in getting your boxes. So there will be a information bundle that goes out to you separately for your own stuff. And I'll send it to everybody so that it'll make more sense, so that everybody has all the rules, but you can go to the page too. So I'll try and cover all the bases. All right. No, we don't talk about Bruno. Hi, Ellen. Sorry, we're just finishing, but you could go back and watch the recording because, that's the thing. All right. Normal humans as opposed to us weird humans. We're all weird humans. Because it's more awesome to be weird than it is normal. Normal's boring. All right. I will see you guys next time. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. Thank you for being awesome. I am making sure I'm taking care of myself. And my alarm just went off. So this is good timing. All right. I will see you guys next time. Love you. More information on all the things soon. More biters soon. More club stuff soon. I need all the coffee. Okay, going to get coffee.